Hey Taurus, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to your mid-May bonus love reading. This will be a 4-card spread having a look to see what's potentially coming up around you in love around this mid-May period, Taurus. I do want to thank you for tuning into the channel. Please feel free to like, share and subscribe and hit the bell notification button to receive any updates of any bonus future readings coming up to the channel. Otherwise, if you were after a private reading with me, Taurus, my email is listed below in the Show More section. Having said that, let's jump in and have a look and see, Taurus, what is coming up around you in love. Taurus, love, mid-May, what's coming up? Okay, Taurus, potentially some of you are leaving a situation behind, or you may be going on a break of some kind. I sense with the Knight of Pentacles, whilst it can represent an offer of some kind, in this case, I feel like things are a bit of at a standstill for you when it comes to love. I think there's potentially a time when some of you need to back away from a situation or separate from a person to realize you actually love them. Now, the quote that's coming up for me is, do we have to lose them to realize we love them? And it's that notion of letting them go to get them back. So I don't know if this is going to apply for everyone watching, and it may be that you initiate a break or a time for yourself or this person. If it's not you, Taurus, it could be this person initiating something here as well, because things are getting very, very emotional. It's quite an emotionally fueled time for you. You know, the Queen of Cups is the epitome of emotion and compassion and desire and things that resonate with us internally on an emotional level. It's sensitivity. And then you've got that 5 of Swords. You can see the people that are genuinely upset in these cards here. And I feel like that it's what it's connected to here. I don't know if this is you potentially missing someone here, and it could be quite emotional. But I think with the Knight of Pentacles, there's an energy here where you might need to regroup, Taurus, or refocus yourself. I mean, the 10 of Pentacles is here, and this is quite a buzzed, vibing energy. So I don't know if some of you might need to focus on other things like career or money to deal with whatever that Queen of Cups and 5 of Swords is bringing you this mid-May period. I don't know if this is also something to do with distance, Taurus. You may notice that someone is growing a little bit distant, and it's almost like you need to give them space. You're coming up with the Knight of Pentacles energy, so it's someone that does see your value. I don't know if they're ready for that though, Taurus. I don't know if maybe they need to go through that 10 of Pentacles energy and then come back to you. And that's going to take time, I think, even if that is the case or will be the case. Some of you, I don't think, will accept this person or welcome them back into your life very easily, because the Knight of Pentacles exercises that element of restraint. Okay, he's quite patient, he's quite understanding, but he has proved his loyalty, and I think someone potentially may need to prove their loyalty or prove that they're in it for good, especially if they have walked away or there's been some sort of separation or discontinuation or disconnection of some kind, of a commitment of some kind, a relationship, a marriage. Maybe you were trying to give things another go with your ex. You still care about them, Taurus, and that's okay. It's okay if you still feel that way. It's okay if that's where your head's at. That's okay that's where your heart's at. Maybe you do need the time. Maybe you need to miss them. Maybe you didn't see how much you really feel for them, or how much they do for you, or what it's like to have them in your life, what it's like to have them out of your life. Sometimes we need the contrast. We need it to look upon things as valuable and sacred and priceless as that Holy Grail is, in which the Queen of Cups holds. but she's so gentle with it. So I feel like it's a sensitive time. I do. I feel like you're cautious. The Knight of Pentacles is cautious. He's the last knight of the deck, so he's been through a lot. You know, he's been impulsive like the Knight of Swords. He's been adventurous as the Knight of Wands. He's been as passionate and as integral as the Knight of Cups, but now he's coming up as a Knight of Pentacles, which is you. And I don't know, Taurus, there's definitely some sort of internal shift for you in this mid-May period. If you are spending time away from someone, there is a reconnection, okay? The Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles is sort of an unexpected or unplanned reconciliation. So I do want to say, if some of you are in a separation or in a breakup, especially at this point in time, I do feel like there is a little bit of hope for reconnecting with this person. And if there is, Taurus, I think you're going to exercise a lot of caution. I don't know if they hurt you here. I don't know if they couldn't prove something to you. I don't know if they failed to live up to their part of the relationship. You know, maybe this was your doing. Maybe you were the one that sort of initiated that disconnection. But regardless, I feel like it's going to take time and patience is required. I do feel like some of you, see how the Queen, out of the courtly characters, the Queen faces this way and the Knight faces that way. I do feel like some of you need to go your separate ways right now or need to be apart. There's something here that you're going to take from it, Taurus, and I know that's not always easy to hear, especially when you're going through this, but you've both got your back turned. I mean, is this stubbornness? It could be, but I genuinely think your focus is on something else. Could be self-empowerment, could be growth, could be other things happening around you in your life. You know, maybe other things are taking priority here. But I think right now there's a lot in between the two of you. There's a lot that's sort of maybe it's even pushing you apart, okay? And maybe you're starting to notice this trend in mid-May. Maybe this hasn't happened and you will sort of start to notice bits and pieces like this. But I feel like the word that's coming up, the word that comes to mind is tolerance, or being tolerant, being patient, trying to observe behavior and actions. I think that's something that you're really taking on board this mid-May period, or it may be crucial for you to take that on board in this mid-May period. But the Queen of Cups can also be falling in love, and I do feel like letting them go might get them back because you love them and you want to see them happy and you're willing to do what it takes. Or it's, what did I say earlier? I can't even remember. It's that letting them go to realize you love them. It's that concept here. I think that's around you. Five of Swords, picking up the pieces, recollecting your thoughts, regrouping, analyzing something. Some of you are deeply analyzing a situation. You're wondering what happened, where it went wrong, what you could have done, what they could have done. I don't know if this is even self-criticism coming up here, Taurus. I mean, that's not always the healthiest state. I think it's important, yes. Oftentimes we need to acknowledge our shortcomings and areas in which we could have handled things differently. But just wallowing in that self-criticism is not healthy for anyone. It can be constructive to an extent, but then you have to draw a line in the sand. You have to weigh things up and know that the relationship involved both of you, and I'm sure there were faults on both sides here. So I hope there's not a lot of self-blame happening here, Taurus. But there is acknowledgements, okay? And there is a bit of this trying to analyze and reconstruct things, I think, this mid-May period for you. So I feel like that is coming up around you, okay? But look, thank you so much for tuning in, Taurus. It really does mean a lot. If you would like a personalized private reading with me, please feel free to email me. My email is listed below in the Show More section.